I think contemporary art, its function is to create dialogue. Really, to have an internal dialogue or to literally have a dialogue with the person standing next to you. That's what they're for. My name's Patricia Briggs, and we are standing in the exhibition that I curated for the Tweed called You and Yours, Images of Family. I noticed that contemporary artists' ways of approaching that subject seemed so different from traditional artists' representation of the subject. I was interested in seeing how those two things looked together.
It's really fun to collaborate with other people. You know, put their eyes on the same set of objects that you're looking at and to be able to sort of, you know, just have a conversation around those things.
I found these strong fathers. Also, Abraham sacrificing his son Isaac, which is, of course, a father's sacrifice and a man's sacrifice for his religion or his family or his country. They do have a stunning Madonna and Child by Johann Ender. It's an image that we're so familiar with, that perfect image of motherhood and child, nurturing, beautiful image. I think that that's an interesting way to think about family, is to what extent did we grow up in families like this ideal?
And in terms of our reactions to family, I think artwork is a really good place to start that conversation.
Javier Tavera is a Mexican-American artist, and when I saw these works, I realized that they were unusual. Because they were, in a sense, the sort of father playing the role of the Madonna.
They challenge that notion of fathers as only being related to their occupation.
Amy DeJaneiro is a Minneapolis artist who is an amazing draftswoman.
I look at these drawings and they're very complex. There's a lot of layers of imagery. Some of it looks religious, some of it looks sort of Renaissance-like. Some of it looks sort of psychological. Some of it just looks decorative.
She's shown in the center, and above her is an image of her father.
You know, and so there's all of these layers working together, and it's fun, you know, to decode that, to absorb that.
Catherine Yüksel is kind of exploring childhood from the child's view. So what we see is boys out in nature, getting into trouble.
I don't think any one of them has a text that says, like, well, this is how I really feel about family, and, you know, 1, 2, 3 with bullet points. They're all very open-ended based on their own experience.
This piece is on the floor, and it is made completely out of found objects. This piece is about that kind of circulation of all of these objects that make up the daily life of a family and the mother's sort of, you know, responsibility to keep that in order.
If you think about static objects on display, what does it take to activate them? It takes you. That's it. That's all you have to do is look at them and think about them a little bit, and by golly, you've had a little conversation.